And what up, everybody? Welcome back to Pro Publications YouTube channel. This channel talks about zines and DIY publishing. And today I'm talking about something called time blocking. It's kind of an old concept, nothing new. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of people talk about it. But as a creative, this definitely has helped me. And I don't know if it only helps people that are creative, but people like me that we tend to just do a lot. Because time management, a lot of times, is one of the key things that holds creatives back, because you don't set deadlines like I've talked about before, and you also don't create any kind of structure, because as a creative, no one's really behind you propelling you forward unless you get to a point where you have a whole entourage of people that help you function. But as a small creator like myself, there's nobody behind me caring whether or not I finish whatever project it is I set out to do. And so then time blocking really is, well, here goes what you can read on Google, right? This is what they define it as. Time blocking is a productivity technique for personal time management where a period of time, a day or week, is divided into smaller segments or blocks for specific tasks or to-dos. It integrates the function of a calendar with that of a to-do list. And that's what you can find on Google. Now, I've seen that they have sheets that people sell. I've never used them. I literally just use a pen and a paper. And the way I do it, I don't have what they call the brain dump, which I've seen a lot of these sheets have now. But I do that throughout the week. I come up with new ideas to try to get me to the goals that I'm trying to attain. And that's when you guys will always see I have a new idea, new things that I'm trying to do. And that's always because, I audit myself weekly to see what's working, what's not working, and then I make the changes as I see fit. So that portion of it I don't do. The other thing that I see a lot of people do with time blocking is that they schedule their day. That's also something that I don't do. So I'm going to tell you guys what I do when I do time blocking. What I do when I do time blocking is I sit down with a piece of paper and I talk about my priorities, larger things that I want to accomplish that I know is going to take time. I also write down how long I think it's going to take me, right? So those are the first two steps that I do. After that, I write down a to-do list of the smaller things that I know I need to do, right? Clean the cat litter, feed the cats, feed the pups, take the pups for a walk. These things that I know I need to do. And then I go down that list as fast as I can. I honestly always do that first because those are I have to do this today, right? And then I jump back into the priorities of it. And once I jump into the priorities of it, I try to gauge how much time I have left to do my priorities, right? Versus the time that I have. Because I have so much going on in life, and I know that I can't just stop and be like, okay, 1 hour for this, 1 hour for that, 1 hour for that. That's for someone else's kind of lifestyle. My lifestyle is a little more hectic and busy. So what I do is I tell myself 2 hours. So sometime within the whole day, I need to find 2 hours to do this thing. So if I need to do 2 hours of one thing in the day, I might do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at lunch, 1 hour at night. And that would be the 2 hour block, right? So it's less about at what time do I do this thing, and rather how much time am I going to spend doing that thing. But it's been paramount, man. I really can't implore it enough, especially right now that I'm working full time, doing school full time, which is something I don't think I've talked about on the channel. But so that I'm working full time, doing school full time, doing feral publication, helping my wife on Broken Tea, and still trying to be a cat/dog lover. So all those things combined can seem overwhelming, but once you start breaking it down, and that's one of the things about to-do lists, is that once you break down a to-do list, you start realizing like it's not as much as you think. You know what I mean? Like when you see it on paper and you start doing it, crossing them out, one line after another, you start realizing like this is manageable, this is doable, and you do it. And it doesn't take as much time as you thought originally. Especially like me as a list person, as I start crossing down the list, I start wanting to finish the whole list. And then it becomes this whole thing in your mind of like, I'm almost there. Let me just finish this whole list. Let me accomplish this thing. And then, beginning to finalize, it feels really good, right? But like I said, because of all the things that I have going on, I have to sneak in a lot of the things that I do. So by doing my version of time blocking, which is, okay, I set away 2 hours of the day to work on feral publication, 1 hour of the day to work on Unbroken Tea, 2 hours of the day to do school. Okay, days I have off, then the time changes, it fluctuates, because now I have more time to do other things. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I've been functioning and working. And time blocking really does help. I feel like I've kind of gotten away from it just because I felt very, very busy. But I'm getting back on it, and I can see how anytime I do sit down and make a to-do list, a time block sheet, right? I'm much more focused on what it is I'm trying to accomplish and how it is I'm trying to accomplish it. And that was all that I wanted to talk about today, you guys. Time blocking. If you've never done it, try to do it. Don't buy the sheets. I don't think they're worth it. Honestly, they're not very expensive, but like, you got to find a system that works for you. And every individual and every lifestyle is very different. So the idea that one sheet's going to fit everybody, it's just ludicrous to me. But it goes back to that whole thing of like how everybody wants the McDonald's of everything, of like just everybody gets the same thing, and it doesn't work for everybody, right? Let's be more autonomous, let's be more fluid. So just get a piece of paper and then do it your version. I'm telling you right now, putting it down on paper, that analog shit, man, that's what we're here for. It helps, it works. All right, you guys, that's all I got for you guys today, man. I really want to talk about this because it feels very empowering, invigorating every time I'm doing it. And I just thought, hey, man, this might be something that will help other creatives. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Lates.